take you away from your writings. You ready?
The thorny head just stayed there.
Little ship step? Yeah, go ahead. All right. I'm going to go 100. Roger. Bridge nav. I have a 10-meter step 100.
Abby,
Could
would
we
you call that one rhabdocalyptus?
Sorry?
Abby, would you call that one?
No, I wouldn't be so bold. I don't know. I'd put it in the unidentified lysosine sponge.
Yeah.
That's a very big category.
Yeah.
Would you like a sample?
No, I think we'll, I was going to ask if we could get like a slightly wider field of view just to cover a little bit more area.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Of course.
So there's some more of that Tutor today, whichever one it was. Oh, lots of it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is really cool.
Come on, cloud sponge.
Is this field of view a bit better for you guys?
Yeah, perfect. Because then we can just sort of zoom in on anything that looks like it could be.
Yeah.
Could be it.
Sure thing. That's great. Thank you.
Just a heads up, Jess. Everyone at home is watching how hard you're working on Channel 3.
And then they'll know that I'm just playing around because this is fun.
Actually, the shot looks really intense. You're looking at all the shots, all the views you have on the monitors. It looks like you are busy. I can't tell if Kim's awake. I can't tell if Kim's awake.
Kim's doing a bunch of good stuff too.
We need a shot of him because, yeah, he's always reaching for stuff too. Everyone's busy up there. Evan's quite busy also.
Are you busy, Al?
Nope. I'm just pushing buttons and watching you guys work.
Yeah. Sorry?
A lot of stuff around the bend. Is that where we came from?
Yeah, that's where we came from just before. We can come up a little higher and sweep back.
Susie, my purpose is to zoom and to fix things that break.
We need that though, Al. We need a lot of that. Kim, you want to come up on the delta a little? Thank you.
There's a hagfish with its creepy eyes.
Hugging a coral.
Terrible. They're terrible.
Those things freak me out.
Poor hagfish.
They're cool. Cool and slimy.
The slime has a terrible odor too, doesn't it? Recovering these a couple years back.
Sure thing. Probably throw another ship move in if you want. I don't think there's anything in what we just looked at. Roger.
So these are some of the white morphology paragorgia we're seeing, corals. More of the Hercules.
Got these small guys in here.
It's tricky because some of them are likely just kind of juveniles or small versions of these bigger sponges that we're seeing, but there could also be some sponges that they just, you know, they're a small species, they're not going to grow much bigger.
Right. I'm gonna pan this way, maybe we can see something in the distance.
Mm. But even when they're quite small, they often still will have the same kind of complement of spicules as the adults, so you can usually tell if you've got a juvenile. Beautiful cliff. Drop off.
Sure thing.
The hagfish, more of the tube-shaped sponges. More Paragoida and some Gorgonians. None of the mystery sponge.
Meredith is asking for a zoom on the white coral at the bottom, if possible.
Oh, yep, bottom left.
Moving out towards the left, yes.
Roger that.
Down from the ledge.
The guy going into center frame in a few moments.
All right, I'll snap in when you tell me.
Roger. All right, Al, go ahead. It's much more interesting than it looks from far away.
Yeah.
Mm.
Pretty cool.
So it sort of polyps out.
I have a little more lens, so I'm going to go for it. Wow, a lot more lens.
Oh,
That's
cool.
snappy there.
Very nice.
Count
Wide.
polyps with that zoom.
Sorry?
I'm going to go into those polyps, if it's okay with you, Jess.
Yeah, go ahead.
all I've got.
Is that good there for you, Science? I'll move on.
That looks great. I think there's a
I
sea
think-
fan as well that we'd like to get a zoom on. Just trying to clarify which one.
Sure thing. You want to come?
Yeah, I did not see the fan.
You want to come wide there, Al? And sorry, so where is it in relation to this coral?
We are not.
Good
We are just trying to get confirmation on the science chat.
Oh, Roger.
I can't see anything in frame currently.
No, can we look up from where we are?
Sure.
Maybe up to the left.
To the left, Roger. This is about where we were driving in.
Correct. I think right there in the center. Is
Sure.
that the coral? So you've got this,
The white.
it's moved
float-
off to the right
white
now.
and-
There's, oh, yeah. Okay, I've got it. Yep, you're right. So it's off to the left, 10
sorry,
o'clock-ish.
10 o'clock. Roger. I see. Gotcha.
So, word of Nicole for everybody who's concerned about time. Diving until around 7:15 will be okay. We'll likely be on deck a little after 8 p.m.
Okay. Thank you for checking.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, Al, go ahead. That's great.
And this looks
Okay,
like
Al, go ahead and
the
push it a little bit more.
Oops. Zoom
Chrysogorgia.
it out.
That's good.
Let me know when you're ready.
Chrysopathy, excuse me.
All
It's a
right, go
black
ahead again
coral.
now.
I get
I'm going to go in a little tighter.
Oh, little fish.
All right, go ahead and come wide, please. Keep on looking for the sponge.
Yes, please.
Sure. So we have 35 minutes left on bottom. We are about 85 meters from the last transect. We could try to fit another one if that's a high priority, or we can keep doing the sponge search. Up to you guys.
I think if we could, is it possible to transect along this kind of terrain? Because I mean, we could probably combine both things.
We could certainly try, yeah.
If we did see the cloud sponge, then I would exceptionally ask, because we've seen a few now. We know we want to collect it to stop the transect. I know that's not ideal for the Southwest crew who are going to be analyzing the transects, but that is something that we have done previously.
Yep, we could try that. Yeah, we could try.
Thank you.
What
do you think, Erica?
You have to get about 14 meters along to get your 100 meters between transects.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll
Keep
start
looking.
one and see how far we get.
This is transect number 5.
Okay, this is just my let's get here first mark.
Sure.
Okay, ready for a step? Yeah, let's do it. Bridge nav. $10 step 090, please. So it does appear like we're gonna be kind of following inwards, bit of a canyon. So hopefully we'll maintain some topography in these shadowy areas. Okay,
Sounds good.
But there will be some ship heading changes to keep us along that.
And it'll be 40 meters until our start point.
Yeah, let's just check again. About, yeah, 10, 15 meters.
Okay. And maintain consistent the 090 for the first part of it.
Okay. Bridge nav, another step, same bearing. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think we might have to turn it in. We'll have to see what happens with the topography here, but I'm gonna guess yes. And then the next move, I think, will probably bring us at like 060. Sorry, I misunderstood. Before we get started, we might want to just do a kind of up-down look to see if there's any better part we want to be on.
Could we have a look at that sponge that's just to the left of the lasers?
Sure.
Thank you.
Up and to the left.
Yeah, it's up and to the left now. It's probably, I don't think it is. I think it's enough for Christie's, but
Sure. Al, you want to do a partial zoom, and I'll just pan over the area. That's great.
no.
Roger. All right, go ahead and come land there, Al.
But thank you.
Oh, sure thing.
Bridge and I have another step, same bearing. All right, this step will bring us to a good location for start, and judging off Argus, I think we're gonna have to maybe go 070 to stay along the wall. Maybe 075.
Okay, yeah. 070, 075, yeah, that sounds good. Perhaps if we do 070, we'll keep Argus in a little bit deeper water.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yep, that's fine. All right, this seems like a good a place as any. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Bridge nav. $10-meter step bearing 070. So if we build up confidence, we'll go to 20, but see how it goes.
Roger.
Roger.
Keep seeing the little black corals and wondering if they're the carnivorous Spongia spesta Confusing me.
little tight on that wall. 080. That scan's a little better. Okay.
There's a C pen going out the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Is that Helipterus or Funiculina?
I'm not sure. I would love to hear from Meredith what she thinks. I was calling them Helipterus the other night, but I've been wrong before.
Right. Oh, she's on the science chat. She may chime in. More of the black coral that's confusingly white. Oh no! Is that sablefish that do that? The kind of dive bombing?
I think any fish, or I've seen a lot of different fish do it when they encounter the lights. We had a thorny head do it a bit earlier in this dive.
Just startled, trying to get out of the way.
Meredith saying yes, Helipterus. I've been right.
Hey, the deep Helipterus. Which implies there must be a different species, maybe a different color morph or something.
There's a deep and a shallow. They seem to be divided by where they occur.
Okay.
And I think Meredith is still sorting that out with currently what's called what as far as species. There's some differences in what she's seeing in the genetics.
A little bit hard substrate.
Thorny heads, Epicalistes. More of the Chrysopathes.
Solus.
Next move is going to be a 050.
Or one of the white paragorgias.
Is that a little orangey black coral on the left as well?
Looks like it.
Could be a Bathypathes, maybe. Lots of Gersemia there on the rock. Yeah, it looks like a Bathypathes. Meredith is saying there's a species break at about 350 meters. That's really strong with no genetic exchange between the shallow and the deep. Quick Abby, flatfish.
Oh, I missed it. I was looking at the chat. Was it a Dover sole?
With a Dover sole.
Dover sole. How far do the
If in
Dover
doubt.
soles get down in depth?
Another hagfish, thorny head.
Yep.
I don't know about the dovers. I do have a book on flatfish next to me. We'll probably find out.
Oh, I've just heard previously that past a certain depth, there's deep sea soles rather than the Dover soles, but I don't know what depth that is at.
And the deep sea soles are like really distinctive because of their pattern.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that Erica says looks like wallpaper. They're kind of like grey and black mottled.
Yeah.
Almost like a checkerboard.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
So I dropped off. Abby, are you giving flatfish lessons?
Oh, yes. Please take over, please.
No, no.
I've got my flatfish book
I
here.
love it.
It says in the book they go to 750 meters, but their main comment is that the flesh quality is poorer below 300 meters. So if you want to eat one, go for one of the shallow ones.
So we can't eat any of these soles. All
Nope.
right.
Yep.
I'm sorry, did you say shallow soles?
Yeah, the shallow soles taste better.
Yep. Got less worries. There's another one too, the arrowtooth flounder. I don't think we've seen any this time, but they also apparently they are not very tasty. Their flesh just turns to mush once it's cooked.
I see the priorities of whoever wrote that
Bridge
guide
nav,
to
another
fish.
step, same bearing.
Yeah, you don't get that in the invert guides. Sponges don't tend to be eaten by much. Even other, even low on the menu for fish, nudies, and starfish, which are the few things that would eat them.
Well, that's because they have a lot of the biopharmaceuticals and those sorts of things that make them nasty.
Yes, true. Yep.
That or it would be a lot like eating glass.
Also true, which is why it's so weird that turtles will often feed on sponges.
Huh.
Just kind of always surprises me.
Just to make note, I'm turning my heading for your guys' dive logs to that mid-transect.
I don't know, Abby. I'm losing my optimism.
I'm still
The closer we
optimistic.
get to 7:15.
I know.
7:15.
Sorry about the
Yeah.
mud, guys.
It is a legitimate habitat. It's hard to resist. I think if I was...
An absolute habitat.
Yeah. I think it must be hard if you're piloting not to like just go pedal to the metal over the mud.
Oh, there's enough hairy things to keep us busy, even with the mud.
Well, the one sample we got of the cloud sponge last time was a good one.
Okay.
It was actually a lot bigger I don't know if we didn't use the lasers properly or if it was one of those situations where the whole sponge detached, but it pretty much filled up one of the bio boxes. So we had a pretty decent.
Bridge nav, another
Was
step,
that the
same
one we
bearing.
had to stuff in there, Abby, right at the end of the shift?
Yes, and had a mid-air catch.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And it turned out to be this, yeah, at least at the very least a new species. So it was worth it. Maybe
Nice.
we'll get lucky again this time. I'll show up right at the end.
Gonna have this really fun complete change in direction too.
Roger.
Exciting.
Oh yeah.
But not yet. So it's coming up there. 20, 40, 60, still 80 off. Bridge nav, another step, same bearing.
What's in that burrow?
I've seen hagfish coming in and out of them.
Oh. Oh, we got another drop off.
Bridge nav, another step, same bearing.
I'm gonna hold off here for a moment.
You okay?
Yeah, I was starting to pull on the tether, so
Okay,
I don't want to have Argus come down and then slide into the mud.
okay. Bridge nav, another step, same bearing.
What's the swell like at the moment on the ship?
That's a good question. I'm gonna give you a very generic, not so bad. I'm really
That's
bad
okay.
at looking at the back camera and figuring it out. I usually ask the bridge.
I was going to say that too. Not so bad.
Was way worse
I'm
this
just
morning.
curious.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's good news.
Yes, yes, for sure. Hopefully have an easier recovery than we had deployment. Looks downright glassy out there. Bridge nav, another step, same bearing.
Oh, there's a rock
Yeah.
with some more quesadillas.
Yep. The black coral.
What are those flat sponges called again?
So they're actually Africalis vastus, but it's kind of it's an interesting morphology that we're seeing where they look like pita breads or quesadillas when they're small like that. We sampled them last time we were here because we really weren't sure what we were looking at.
Interesting.
So it's one of the species that actually forms glass sponge reefs further north up the coast of British Columbia, where you've just got sponges growing on the skeletons of dead sponges for generations and generations. They can form these huge mounds that can be up to sort of 20 meters high.
Wow.
Quick
Pretty
question.
amazing, yeah.
Did you guys want me to change heading along this wall or continue along? We're going to basically otherwise fall off. Is that all right? So we can continue on the same heading and on the same transect?
Yes, please.
Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there. Please continue.
No, it's cool to see the wall. I've just got my eyes peering at the sponges along here.
Bridge nav, another step, same bearing.
Seeing those quesadillas from the side gets you excited for a second, and then
Yep.
oh, it's just a quesadilla.
Yeah.
I'll never turn down a quesadilla.
We are going the exact speed of the hagfish. So, to get approximation of speed.
Would it be possible to have Argus come to 045 heading? Or is that bad news?
Argus is currently on 045.
Oh, is it? Just looking
Yeah.
at the other thing. Okay.
Or is, I guess, technically 050. Would you like a heading change?
I'm just trying to figure out when we're going to flatten out on this thing. It's coming up there. It's hard to tell on here. I don't want to pull you off the slope.
Roger. I'm going to do a bit of a heading change here.
Okay. Bridge nav, another step, same bearing.
Looks like we have about 8 more minutes left of this bottom time.
Oh, we're going to be so close. Oh my gosh, a rock. Holy cow.
Yeah, he's small. Sonar's kind of cool right now.
Yeah. I mean your galaxy pattern or like the actual?
That one looks kind of like an esophagus. Sorry, I had to also change again.
Kerry McPhail on the science chat. Very
All right, I'm
excited
gonna
about
go
the green.
090. Okay.
Roger.
Bridge nav, 10 meter step 090.
And there's an Umbellula going off the bottom.
Missed it.
Sorry, I'm going to do one more heading change as we get a different contour line here. Okay.
Meredith says we got to watch out for bamboo corals.
Yeah, I totally missed that one.
Must have been on one of the little outcrops.
We were able to grab one the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
She says it was in the little outcrop.
Yep.
Bridge nav, another step, same bearing. And we are eking out this transect.
Yep.
We're gonna make it happen.
Go, go, go.
We're trying.
Well, some substrate. That's the deep sea soul.
There, yeah.
Mm.
Some more corals here.
Yeah. That white paragorgia.
Yeah.
Bridge nav, another step, same bearing.
Paragorgia Yetlinux, apparently.
So I'm gonna bring it around to 120. Okay.
Yeah, sure, that sounds good. Stay along that contour.
Bridge nav. Can we get that to 120, 10 meter step, please? Thank you.
All right, Kim, I'm ready for you.
It's cool. Well,
Oh, wow, yeah.
what is
Wow.
that? That's crazy.
there coral there in the middle?
Got 2 more minutes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Bridge, and have another step, same bearing.
More coral and a little glass sponge.
Oh wow.
Is that the red swifty sticks? Oh, and another black coral.
Yeah.
That might be what Meredith is calling the bamboo.
How much
The
longer
red
we have on this
sticks.
transect?
40 meters.
Not those.
Roger.
I'm a bit delayed from what you're seeing.
Yeah, good effort. Roger.
My little green moons.
Whoa, it's huge.
Very nice.
Team, it looks like we're gonna make it like 175 meters.
Nice.
Sorry, we couldn't quite pull up to 200.
That is plenty.
Okay. We'll finish off this step then on the ship. We'll drop a target and then we will come to the surface.
Thank you very much. Abby, wah wah on the sponge.
Hey, this is a fantastic dive for sponges. We filled up practically every, I think we have, what was it, 1 spare slot for a sample.
Yep.
I think, yeah.
Is it possible to pop a Niskin before we come up? Is there
Sure.
time for that?
We can do it right now if you'd like.
Yeah.
Ship's
That'd be
completed
awesome.
to move.
Roger.
Susie, I'm dropping end of transect.
Okay.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Sorry, let me just see what this weird shape is over here. Allie, you want to push in there, please? That's great. That looks like flying to me. Okay, go ahead and come wide. Thanks. Maybe we'll avoid that, hey?
Okay, for Niskins, number 3
Sure.
is what we'll aim for.
Hey, Kimmy, would you mind coming up a little bit in the water there? Just gonna avoid. Pan my head around. Okay, we look clear. Is there a specific altitude that you would like?
Just down close to the bottom would be great.
Sure. Let's try there. Sorry, I'm at 5 meters now. Would you like something closer?
If possible.
Sorry. Sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
If possible, seems like they'd like it closer.
Closer, Roger. Come down. You said number 3?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I'll follow you in with the bubble there. Pull rack back. Perfect. like you're going for blue there.
Yeah.
Is there something liney looking on the seafloor?
Yeah, I just checked it out. It's definitely line. There's nothing to our port or starboard though.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I?
Sorry if you talked about that. I was distracted.
No, of course. Multiple eyes is better than none.
It's better than a few hours ago.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Olympic Coast. What a great sanctuary.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Erica, do you think that fishing gear that Herc got hung up on before would have been just like derelict from a long time ago?
Nice.
If it was
Oh,
crab
that was
gear, it probably
103.
probably washed down the canyon with currents because the crab fishery takes place much shallower.
Right. So would they normally have very heavy weights inside the pots?
Right. So the pots are quite heavy themselves, yes, and they are weighted.
See what we see coming up.
Looks like there's a lot of comb jellies.
Yep. Oh, 085.
Definitely. Last time we were here, it was 2017 during this crazy pyrosome bloom. So you just couldn't see the bottom in some places for all the pyrosomes that had died and ended up on the seabed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Almost every anemone that you came across had one and it was feeding on it. And then those Paralia jellies, those red jellyfish, you'd often see them having a go, holding them in their tentacles. The pink urchins as well.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was reading, it seemed like it was more that they had been pushed into the area rather than they were reproducing and kind of growing here. They've been kind of pushed up with warmer water from further south. Yeah, loads of ctenophores.
Well, it's great that you guys were able to get a ROV full of samples despite the complications.
Yeah, for a minute there, I was a little bit worried.
Oh, us too.
Oh, yes.
I mean, mainly, yeah, I was just hoping that it wasn't, whatever it wasn't pulling on the tether too much, or that you'd lose the visual.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah. So was the reason the knife was on the front porch, was that because you have to grab the loop on the knife and then put it down to grab the handle?
That's an ROV pilot question.
Sorry, for the reason why the knives are on the front porch?
Yeah, was that a sort of transferring from the little handle on the knife to holding the actual... That was probably the most stressful moment as a viewer.
Yeah, we put knives on the front porch for that exact reason, if we get caught up in a line or something like that, in rogue fishing gear.
But did they transfer from handle to the monkey fist or something? I didn't see that part.
I didn't see that part either, but the monkey fist is so that we can pick it off easier off the front porch, and then we can usually set it down on the porch itself if we want to regrip it. Or some folks are really crafty and they can do other fancy jigs with it, or, you know, moves and things.
It looked like there was regripping happening.
Yeah, most likely, yeah, because when you pick it up with the monkey fist, it's a lot easier to pick up, but then when you can't really do any manipulations that way, so you have to regrip it.
And it seemed like it was quite swelly then too, so everything was bouncing around.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it was actually that you could have hauled it up with the ROV? Or